Hello YouTubers and welcome again to Butterfly Cutting Boards. Since I still didn't receive the microphone I ordered, you will have to suffer and listen to this mechanical voice. Sorry about that. We are starting off with the cutting of the light-colored wood for the basket cutting board, which as you can see, only takes a minute. Then we move on with cutting the dark wood. That shouldn't take too long too. But first we have to make sure that the cuts will be made in exactly the right size. There's no room for error making this board. A little adjustment, another check, and we are on our way. Yep, that's it. Let's go. I'm not completely sure how Sung is doing this so fast, but it looks like magic. And the magic doesn't stop there. Since the strips he cut are too wide, he has a fast solution for that too. There we are. All strips in the right size in a second. We only have to sort them out and we are ready for the next step in the process. Getting ready for the first glue up. It's a bit of a tricky one. They are like 10 separate glue ups pressed together. It's important not to get glue there where it's not supposed to be. That went well. But just to make sure that those parts that weren't meant to be glued together did anyway, I removed the clamps a couple of hours later. Not all of them separated easily. So, it's good I didn't wait for the next day. Now it's time to clean up the glue. With not much space for error, I did it all by hand. First chiseling off the glue and sand each side smooth. Luckily, there are only 40 sides. That only took a bloody long time. But then again, I am not Sung and I can't perform the magic he does. I only ended up with one blister. Things could be worse. Time for the next glue up. It is dark outside, it's raining, and I am alone. That makes it a bit stressful. I use 8 pieces of wood to keep things flat and I am using 15 clamps to clamp it all together. Time to cut everything up again. Sung is amazing. Hardly any movement and no dust at all. And everything done in seconds. Now it's time to arrange things to get the desired basket design. And there it is. This will be a very nice board when it is finished. And there we are, ready for the third glue up. It won't be possible to cut the board square after the glue up because it would ruin the pattern. So, it is important to get it square before tightening the clamps. And flat. After 24 hours drying in the clamps, it is time for the first round of sanding. Starting with 60 grit. Followed by 80 and 100 grit. This is where we will make the juice groove. A very risky thing to do, as it can ruin the cutting board in a split second. Nothing wrong with discussing the procedure first. In the end we decided that I would make the juice groove myself, with assistance from Sung. It's better to be safe than sorry. Here comes the finger grooves. Not as scary as the juice groove, as the board can't go anywhere but the right way. One side. Other side. Done. Here Sung is trimming the edges of the board. In the wrong direction. I didn't realize it right away too. With the router spinning clockwise, the machine should move anti-clockwise around the board. That's the only way to keep it under control, and it is much safer too. As you can see, moving the router in the right direction, it doesn't leave burn marks like it did before. Now it's back to sanding. Not just the surface of the boards, but the juice groove and the finger grooves too. By now Sung moved on from the belt sander to the random orbit sander. This means that he is sanding with 150 or 180 grit. And of course, a quality check. Over and over again. Altogether, sanding is most of the work while making a cutting board.
ไม่สังเกตเลยไม่รู้เหมือนกันแต่ว่าอันนี้ก็รู้อยู่แล้ว
Ja,
สั
en
งเกต
en
นะ
en jo, mij.
Raising the grain is done with water. Once dried, the surface will feel rough. Sanding it again will make the surface smooth again. It will remain that way even after a customer washes the board for the first time. When 240 grit sandpaper is reached, the board is done and ready for mineral oil.
โอเค
Oké.
น่าจะดึงเยอะๆเลยนี่
The mineral oil finally shows the true colors of the board.
Ja,
It also shows the basket design. Even though all the wood is straight, the brain seems to bend it, giving the impression that it's woven. Sung is spreading the oil by hand. It will suck into the end grain quickly. He makes sure the oil is spread all over and starts the process again. He will do this several times until the right amount of oil is applied.
Hij doet tronk. Roep moe.
Then the board will be covered and left overnight.
โอเค
En dan?
เฮ้ยครับ
The next day it is time for the finishing touch. Applying the beeswax.
Ja, oké. Oh, het is niet om hij leeuw.
เอาใช่ไหม
Zij, kijk pas.
Looks great, doesn't it? Thanks for watching and please do like, subscribe and follow our channel. It means a lot to us.